Hi everyone, thanks again for visiting my channel, Crocheting Around My Kitchen Table. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you know when I upload a new video tutorial. This video tutorial is what I call Alejandra's Pinwheel Flower Curl. It is a fidget sensory item. As you can see, it has a lot of texture. My daughter loves pinwheels, and I happened to make a flower that reminded me of them, and I made it a little bit more pinwheel-like when I was making this flower to make a little fidget for her, and so I named it after her. The materials you will need is worsted weight yarn. I'm going to be using Red Heart Super Saver stripes in Parrot stripe for the video tutorial. It is a 4 medium weight. You will need an H hook or 5mm, a needle, a pair of scissors, and I've chosen to put an embellishment in the center of my flower curl. You don't have to. You can put whatever you like or nothing at all. I think it looks pretty just as it is with a very pretty variegated color, and I will show you those samples at the end of the video. Let's get started. I've already threaded the button onto my yarn. Because it's a flower, I don't have to worry about the position. If I were going to do a character like the bee or a butterfly, I definitely would be more mindful of where I'm going to put it. And sometimes it just might be easier to finish the curl itself and then just add the embellishment afterward, just by tying it in and weaving in the ends. Maybe placing a little bit of glue for extra security. So we begin by making a magic circle. Grab my tail, go around creating the X. I'm going to bring the button around as well and lay it right there. I'm going to grab my hook, get the left yarn, pull it through to make a loop, just like that. I'm going to pinch it, and I can drop the flower because it's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to pull this tail out here so it doesn't get tangled up, and it's easier for me to pull when I'm ready to close it, making sure it doesn't come undone. I've got the tail and the left side of that circle between my thumb and my middle finger. I'm anchoring it in place, and then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm ready to begin stitching in the circle. You will make 15 single crochet around the magic circle, making sure to carry that tail. You insert your hook in the middle, pull up a loop, and create your single crochet. And I will meet you back here when I have 14 more or 15 single crochet all together. I've come to the 8th stitch, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my flower into position, and just simply crochet around it, making sure to get that tail in there as well, and just continue on making my single crochets until I have all 15. I'm here at my 14th single crochet. I'm placing my last single crochet to make 15 single crochet in the magic circle. To close out the round, I'm going to place a slip stitch into that first single crochet and pull the tail of the magic circle in, adjusting this, get a little bit closer. I want it right in the middle. I'm going to turn it. And you can see the button shank sitting there. And then I'm going to pull this, being careful not to pull too tight because then that does rip. And there it is, right in the middle. In round 2, we will make the pinwheel petals. In the next stitch, there's that slip stitch. In the next stitch over, we will place another slip stitch. You're going to chain 1. In the same space, you're going to place 1/2 double crochet, one double crochet, same space, chain 1. You're going to place your hook in the front 2 loops of that double crochet, this one and the next one, and slip stitch. You will make another double crochet in the same space, a 1/2 double crochet, same space. You will chain 1 into that same space, slip stitch to end the first petal. In the next stitch over, which is kind of hard to see, you will place 1 slip stitch, and if it helps, sometimes stitch markers. You will place just that slip stitch, and you've ended one of your pinwheel petals. You will repeat that by placing a slip stitch in the next stitch, chain 1, 1/2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, chain 1, create that picot, these 2 loops in the front, and make a slip stitch. Continuing in the same space, 1 double crochet, 1/2 double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch right back into that same space, making that flower petal. And now you have 2 petals. You will continue that all the way around, making 5 more petals, and I will meet you back here at the end. I've made 6 pinwheel flower petals, so I should have 2 stitches left, one for the petal, one for the slip stitch. So slip stitch into that next single crochet to begin our final petal. Chain 1, 1/2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, chain 1 to begin that picot through those front 2 loops, and slip stitch back, 1 double crochet, 1/2 double crochet, chain 1 to close out this petal, gets a little tight here, there we go, and we have 1 stitch left right next to it. A little hard to see, sorry, I should have picked a lighter color. Okay, we're going to close out round 2, the petal making round, by finding that slip stitch from round 1 into that single crochet, that first one. We're going to slip stitch right into that. And there we have finished our pinwheel flower. Now on to the curl. So we're going to begin the stem curl by chaining 28 stitches. And I will meet you back when we've done all 28 chain stitches. I have made all 28 chain stitches, In the second chain from the hook, I'm going to place 4 half double crochet. We count 1, 2, into the side right there. Start with 1 half double crochet and make 3 more. 2, 3, and 4. You will continue that pattern of putting 4 half double crochet into each chain, and I will meet you back here to make the final 4 half double crochet and close the curl off. Please be sure to not twist the chain. The curl will happen naturally as you continue to place your half double crochets into each of the chains. I have finished my 4th half double crochet into the last chain, and I'm going to just slip stitch and fasten off. I'm going to pull that out and tighten it real good. And you have essentially finished. I have threaded the long yarn tail that we ended the curl with onto my needle. I'm going to show you the place where I place my thread. Make sure I tighten that real good so it's not very loose. And I weave it into this first flower petal through the back 3 stitches, just like this. I pass it through 2 or 3 more times so that it looks like this in the front. So you can see that the curl sometimes when you're crocheting gets a little uneven, so all you have to do is twist it back into its shape and you're fine. This has been the 7 petal version of this flower curl. I also made a 5 petal version, just as cute, a little bit smaller. Added a button. What I did differently was I decreased the center stitch count of 15 single crochet to 11 in that magic circle at the very beginning, and then I just made 5 petals. This is a variegated and a solid color version. And you certainly don't need to add any embellishment if you don't want to. The variegated colors are just as pretty. I also like to do something a little different, add a little twist by twisting these petals out this way. Just a little bit, and give it more of a pinwheel look. You can see that on the lighter colors a little bit better. Here is that larger version of the variegated. You can see that the flower surface is significantly bigger on the 7 petal version. This has been my video tutorial of Alejandra's pinwheel flower curl. Thanks again for visiting my channel, Crocheting Around My Kitchen Table. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you know when I upload a new video tutorial. Thanks again for watching.